Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. We are going to listen Frederic Vasseur. Let's listen to him.
Alfred, I mean, by nearly 7 seconds from Piastri. Was this all about tyre management today?
Yeah, I think the race was all about tyre management. It's true that I don't want to be negative, but it's much easier when you are in front to manage properly the tyres, and I think he did very well. At the beginning, Verstappen was pushing much more on the high speed, and he let him come back a little bit also. When Piastri was pushing behind, that he managed the race very well. And it was, at the end, it was much faster than Piastri and Max.
Fred, just to our right here, there's a phrase I've seen in the pit wall that's on the wall from Enzo Ferrari. It says, most important race to win is the next one.
The most important win is the next one.
Is the next one.
Yeah.
So it's true for today also.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know what you're like. Your mind, I'm sure, is already thinking of the Grand Prix and qualifying coming up. Today's sprint, really the foundation was from yesterday, right? You know, Lewis's lap was sensational yesterday, put him on the front row. What can you take going into qualifying again to try and repeat that? Because that clearly on this track, free air is a big advantage.
Oh, it's true that it's important to have a good quality this afternoon for the race tomorrow. We can, if you do the comparison with Charles was a bit struggling into the race because he was in the pack. Then he let Russell go. He was able to come back, but as soon as you are in the dirty air, you struggle to overtake. It's much more difficult to manage. It means that the quality this afternoon will be crucial for tomorrow. Let's see that we were in a good shape yesterday with the soft. But we have to keep in mind that it will be a different story. I think the track is improving massively also. And today compared to yesterday, it will be a different story.
Now we're hearing reports that Australia wasn't reflective of your true performance because of gremlins with the sim in Maranello. There were set-up issues, perhaps ride height. Can you tell us any more on that?
No, not much more. Sorry. No, but I think it's true for us, but it's true for everybody that today McLaren struggle much more than us. And as soon as you are not in the right window for the tires, and I think what's happened yesterday, it's a good example is that Q1 that we did P1, Q2 McLaren was 5/10 in front. It's just a matter to put the tires in the right window, and it's not an easy exercise, at least for us. I don't know for the other, but we are struggling. And it's true that from one session to the other one, you can have a different pictures, and it is like it is. Consistency will be key for the championship.
Fred, we've had now we're into our second race weekend. We've had a whole winter of people looking at pictures and talking about how iconic the thing is. But ultimately, it's about the racing. It's about what happens in this paddock on the track. You know that. Can you share a little bit of what Lewis has brought to the team from a racing perspective? You know, I think I'd love to hear from the inside. You've now had 1.5 weekends of him. What's it been like inside?
It's not enough, 1.5. But I think it's more about details than something else that is not changing the life of the team. It's not changing our approach. We did a good season last year, and we have to build up from there. But it's true that it's time that you have the experience of someone, that each driver is different. He's coming with his background, with experience, and he's helping the team to move forward and to progress. But we have to stay calm. It's not because we did a good Saturday that we are world champion, and that we were not nowhere last week. And we are not champion today.
That's interesting. So how much of it is about Lewis influencing and moulding the team? How much is it about the team?
This is a non-end discussion that you can always have this kind of approach. It was true for Orlando last week. Is it Lando or is it the car? Is it Piastri or is it the car? It's a combination. It's a combination not only in terms of speed, but in terms of approach, management of the weekend and so on. He's part of the group as Charles, and the fact that we have a good emulation between them is also helping the team, and it will be key for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, just want to say about the weekend.
You want to spend the afternoon with me? Or?
Oh, you can stay all day. You're always welcome.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You probably don't want to stay with us in fairness, but...
No, just one last point on...
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll let you go after this, and I'm sure you've got all the other broadcasters. Just going into the Grand Prix tomorrow, what have you learned out of this? Are we looking at a two-stop race with the surface?
No. I think so, but on this kind of weekend, and I think it's even more true this weekend with the new tarmac and so that you do FP1, you do a long stint of 2 laps. We all knew that we'll have graining, but we didn't know if there was the track improvement, it will be true today or not. it was obvious today. That means that tomorrow it will be a long one and it will be probably to stop.
Fred,
very much.
thank you for your time.
you so
All the
much.
best for the rest of the weekend.
You
Thank
having
you.
vegan pasta for lunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, as Frederic Vasseur said, the tire management was the key. Of course, the tracks like this, the management is the key. But when you are in front, like Lewis Hamilton, your job is a bit easier. But behind him was Max Verstappen, and just a lot, like 10 laps, he just was pushing Lewis Hamilton, and just he wanted to overtake him. To maybe if he would pass Lewis Hamilton, maybe he would won the race because it would be easier to save their tires. But at least just Oscar Piastri overtook him and got the second place. But if you see like Lewis Hamilton's side, let's say from zero in a hero for 1 week or maybe a couple of days, but I think he just showed why he came to Ferrari and what he's going to do after this race and on the other races. It will be interesting to follow, to watch Lewis Hamilton what he's going to do at the qualifying, but at least I think he will be on a front row or the second row. If he came on a Charles Leclerc, like Ferrari had chance today to finish first and second, but he just Leclerc didn't manage to overtake on the first and second and third corner, and he just let, as Vasseur said, he just let them go to save his tires a little bit and to wait his opportunity. But at the last 3-4 laps, he just started to push so hard to at least to overtake George Russell, but he couldn't manage. We couldn't manage to do that, and he just finished. I'm sorry, and he just finished at the fifth place. But I think we have good signs for this race about the Ferrari. Like everyone was saying at the Australia, and also before this sprint race and sprint qualifying, everyone was saying like that. Let's say they are afraid of Ferrari. The Ferrari is citing something like that. We had a lot of rumors on the internet, but I think at least little bit things just showed the Ferrari today to us. They were so fast because of Hamilton was in a front. Let's say he just managed good his tires, but on the other hand, Leclerc was struggling with his tires. But as I said, it will be interesting for a couple of hours, like for 3 hours. We will have the sprint. I'm sorry, we will have the race qualifying, and also there will be interesting to follow and to watch what is going to Ferrari do, and what kind of setup changes is going to do McLaren's, because they just they today lost a lot of pace. I don't know where was the problem, but yeah, we'll see. For a couple of hours, we'll see is going to Ferrari even tomorrow again, or will happen crazy things like always is happening on a Ferrari. Just don't forget to like the video, comment it, and subscribe to the channel.